Streams are very important to our ecosystem. The health of our streams affect everyone, from the animals who live in them to the animals and people who use them. Streams flow from higher elevations down into our communities. As they flow down, they pick up anything that gets into the water and carry it to the oceans. Everyone must be careful and aware of their actions in order to reduce the amount of contaminants that enter into our streams. On our farms, we tend to have many animals in one area. This can create a large buildup of their waste. The tractors we use can also create contaminants by leaking oils and fuels. We also have pesticides and fertilizers on our farms to kill bugs and weeds. This creates a buildup of contaminants in our soils that stay there until it rains. Factories also must be aware of how they dispose of their waste products. Sometimes their discharge enters right into our streams. We can also do our part in our neighborhoods to reduce contaminants. One way is to pick up after our pets and properly dispose of their waste. The cars we drive may leak oils and other fluids. Washing our cars in our streets causes soaps and dirt to enter into our storm drains. To reduce these effects, we should properly maintain our cars and wash them at our local car washes. We also use fertilizers and pesticides in our neighborhoods, and we should be aware of their effects.
And we put pesticides on our grass
to kill bugs.
To kill bugs, that's right.
The contaminants that have built up in our soils and on our streets begin to drain into our storm drains and into our streams when it rains. It seems that everything gets cleaned while it's raining, but that is not completely true.
Raining on the raining horse. I'm watering the plants.
So where are they going?
In the river.
In the river?
That's right. The rain carries all of these contaminants into our rivers and streams, then out into our oceans. This is why we must be very cautious about how we care for our environment. We must understand that everything we put on our land eventually drains into our streams and affects the life within.
These are mayflies that live in the stream.
We must protect all life, down to the smallest organisms which form the base of the food chain.
Put them back in the water. The ones don't want to live.
Yeah, we want them to live, don't we? Okay.
Okay, let's sum up what we've learned. When it rains, anything that's on the land, like pet waste, fertilizers, pesticides, oils, and soap, gets washed down into our storm drains. Our storm drains drain directly into our streams, and remember, this affects all animals who live in them and the animals and people who use them.